HD, this Manti 95.9, home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show and your summer soundtrack. Your man Ryan the Lion inside the Lion's Den. And today, I got my guy in the building with me, man. He's been in the Lion's Den, hung out before. He's been in the city before, came here and tore it down before. Now he's back to do it again, man. The one and only Jay Brown is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Have me in the Lion's Den again. You already know, bro.
You already know, man. You already know. Now you're back in Baltimore. You got a show tonight.
Yeah, back in Beadmore, you know, one of my favorite places. Shout out to all my homies that live here. But yeah, we got a show tonight at Keystone Corner, starting at 7 p.m. You know, it's definitely going to be a vibe. If you're a fan of R&B, you love great music, real singing, I suggest you come check out Jay Brown.
Yeah, for sure. Get those tickets like ASAP if there's any left. Now, soon as I heard you were coming, man, I just flashed back to when you came before. You came to the city. There was a lot going on. You did an amazing show. I had the pleasure of bringing you out, man, and you did your thing. And I know, folks, if you've never seen Jay Brown on stage before, he's not like he's sitting here right now.
It's a different person.
It's a different person, man. What is that switch, man, when you get to that stage? What's that like for you?
Now, before I even answer that, I'm going to say that's probably the first time anyone's ever asked me that. So shout out to you. So that's why you always come with the smooth questions. But no, honestly, no one's ever asked me that. But interestingly enough, I always think about that at times. I'm like, what changes when I get on stage? That's a challenging question to answer. But I will say, it's kind of like I gotta take myself out of my comfort zone, so to speak. Like I walk around and talk like, you know, certain person, but when I'm on stage, it's an entirely different person. So that switch, I don't know. I guess it's just the atmosphere that changes everything. Right. I think that's I don't know. So,
and you know what too? I mean, because it's the same for me too. Because like when people are like, what? You all calm and, you know, then I'm out there hosting a party or something, I got all this energy. They're like, man, where all that come from?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, man, but I will say it is like an alter ego kind of situation.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Clark Kent type, Superman type situation, but no comparison. I'm just saying, when I'm on stage, I'm an entirely different person as opposed to seeing me like in everyday life, so yeah.
Yeah, man, and, you know, let's talk about some of this music you've been giving us, because the music is what's connecting you to so many folks right now. And we spoke about this before. R&B was kind of in a different place a little while ago, man. Kind of like on that back burner, not getting a whole lot of love.
Absolutely.
Now it's a whole different vibe, man. Like R&B is getting that love again, and I want to attribute it to cats like you that are coming up in the game that are making the difference, bringing that old R&B back.
Thanks, bro.
So, what do you think about state of R&B right now?
Yeah, if you had asked that question a few years back, because it was kind of almost frowned upon to be an R&B singer, which is strange because we already know that's where it started.
Right.
But about 3-4 years ago, you know, people just weren't talking about R&B. It was more so about hip hop, or if you want to consider this new version of hip hop, you want to consider that hip hop.
Right.
You know, no,
that's a whole nother story.
It's just not the same as back in the day. But yeah, I think that it was so overly saturated with like this new version of hip hop that the real singers, the real music was just forgotten. But then out the blue, it's just like certain people started to put that puzzle together again, and it started with 1 and 2 and 3, and now it's about a good 8 of us, at least male wise, that's like consistently doing it. So, you know, and shout out to anyone who's independent, because I am independent, and I always try to talk about that because a lot of people want to focus primarily on being independent, and I think they're a little apprehensive, considering the back and the things of that nature. But I would say, in my personal opinion, as an independent R&B singer, and to be on this trajectory in terms of being consistent, I will tell you that it can be done. However, you got to have patience. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to have a solid team. So shout out to my management. It's pretty much just us two, maybe a few other people, but mostly him. But I will say, not to go off on a tangent, that if you're an aspiring artist, just keep going, man, because R&B, there's a major lane for it now, whether signed or independent. But I would suggest being independent is probably the best way to do it.
And you know what? Speaking of lanes, man, you found your lane, and as an independent artist, for anyone that's trying to look and say, okay, I can do that, you are a great example, because not only have you been consistent in the game, but you have shown that an independent artist can also top the Billboard charts.
Yeah, man, it can be done, man. You know, without that umbrella, so to speak, over your head, we've had quite a few consistent Billboard charting records. I think 8 top 10s to be exact.
Crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
With 3 number ones. 3 number ones.
That's
so
fire,
I always
man.
tell people I don't say it to boast. I say it because I'm proud and not to put an emphasis on it, but I am independent. So
Yeah,
you know,
it's a big deal.
to have 3 consistent consecutive number ones. One, by the way, which happened a few weeks ago with my song True Love.
Yes, give it up, give it up. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So we may be on to our 4th number one with my new single, Just a Matter of Time, with my homie October London, and that's on my new album called Just a Matter of Time. So check
Okay.
it out,
All right.
please.
So he did that right there.
Yeah.
Make sure you go get that album. Okay. Now, speaking of the album and all these songs, now every project I know that you work on, it kind of has a personal, feel to you. This one, what was special about this one for you?
What was special about this particular album? I would say, I don't know if there was anything. I would say special in the sense of it being another album, because sometimes we, as an artist,
I was able to do one, right?
Yeah. You able to put out one, maybe 2, but this is like my 3rd consistent album since I've been independent. So that's the special thing about it, just doing what I love to do. Everything about everything I put out is always special to me. Some may be more special than others, but I would say just doing what I love to do overall is the special thing about everything that relates to my music career. So.
Right. All right. Now, I'm going to give you a little tough one because you've got a lot of songs, and I know you have a connection to all of them. What's the most special song that you've created that, it's like, man, that one right there?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know how to answer that. I would probably say, now this one didn't go number 1, but it's definitely one of my top out of all my songs that have charted.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Moon. So if y'all looked it up, Jay Brown, it's called Moon. It's a vibed out record, definitely something for the couples. So I suggest listening to that. But all of them,
Right,
True
right.
Love, that was my latest single. Just a Matter of Time. My Whole Heart, that's another special one. That was my first number 1.
Crazy,
3 weeks
yeah.
and number 1 on the charts, by the way. So
That's what's up.
yeah, I mean, I love them all, but individually, there's different things I love.
Right. And last time you were here, man, we kicked in. We talked about you growing up, and singing has been just a part of you for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Right? Young kid, preacher's kid.
Yeah.
Grew up in the church and all that. But what I didn't know was a story about your mom.
Yeah. A lot of people always say that. Yeah, she so. Now, people say she was signed to Motown. She wasn't signed. She was working with Smokey Robinson and also, I forgot their name. She even told me this a few weeks ago. 2 writers who would write with Smokey Robinson. They all were like trying to groom my aunts and my mom into becoming this next trio that would potentially be signed to Motown. But then my mom, she ended up pregnant, and then that just kind of like dissolved everything. So, but she was working with him for quite a long time. She has pictures and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And how crazy is that now that, you, next generation up, you get to fulfill that and live that out, and she gets to experience that through you. I'm sure she is, like, elated.
Yeah, she is elated. She's definitely proud of her son. Yeah, I'm her baby boy.
Yeah, you are the baby of the
I'm
family.
assuming my parents were definitely proud of me, so it's just another milestone in my opinion, man, that I just got to continue on, and I'm just thankful, man.
Yeah,
I'm laid back, as you see. Maybe a little tired too. Admittedly,
well,
so.
Trust me, when he gets on that stage tonight.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Listen, Keystone
see the
Corner.
energy already.
It came back. Keystone Corner tonight. We added R&B vibe. I need y'all in the building. I love Baltimore. I love the whole entire DMV. I just love performing here. It's a different vibe, different energy, and there's so much talent out here. So
Yeah.
I would hope that you guys will come check out my talent. If you've never heard of me, I assure you, you will hear of me in maybe my songs on future dates after listening to me tonight, because you may want to listen again. So
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
encourage you to come out.
Well, they definitely know you because we've been banging your number ones. They've been requesting your songs here, so I'm for sure you're gonna have a lot of people singing along with you tonight.
Yeah, that'd be great,
All
man.
right, so look forward to that. And listen, when we get a chance to get an experience like this from an artist like this, Look, let's not miss that opportunity, okay? We're talking
sure.
Jay Brown in the building, man.
Man,
Keystone Corner tonight.
For sure.
Okay, man, get your tickets, KeystoneCornerBaltimore.com. Now, I got to ask as well, too, because, like, you talk about bringing that new kind of old school R&B flavor back, that grown folk sexy vibe.
Yeah.
People talk about you as a crooner, right? Like somebody singer.
Yeah.
How do you describe yourself, man?
I was a crooner, probably something.
It's like that's what I do.
I like to like some people like to just stand on stage and perform.
Right.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But since the age of like 8, I've always been the type to engage with the audience in the sense of coming off stage. I like to touch hands.
Right.
I like to make it more personal, where I allow the husbands or the boyfriends to sing to their girlfriends in the audience. I like to make it an experience.
So you ain't ushering the show over.
No, it's respectfully, in an usher like sense, but minus the cherries.
Respectfully.
And all that. Yeah. No, it's just a good vibe, man.
Right.
Because I love being around certain energies, and for some reason, like the energies that I get from people in the audience has always been pretty good. So they've been receptive, like in terms of my performances. So I can tell you, when I perform, somebody gonna talk about it afterwards. So,
Right, for sure.
And I don't say it in an arrogant sense. I'm just saying, I put on a pretty good show for it just to be me on stage. So
I agree.
Encourage y'all to check it out.
I've seen it in person. I agree, and you're gonna agree too when you go see it tonight at Keystone Corner.
Yes.
Now, before I get you out of here, man, I want to ask. You have a lot of inspirations, a lot of people that you look up to and admire. I know Babyface is one of them.
For sure.
If you had a session with Babyface, right, a one-time session, y'all both going there. What kind of vibe are y'all coming out with, man? It's like love ballad. It's gonna be something a little bouncy or something crazy.
Love ballad. Yeah, I have to, because that's what made me first like start listening to Babyface. All those love ballads. Like, I think he's like the king of that.
Yeah, for sure.
In my opinion, but hey, listen, whatever we can make, long as it's a hit.
Hey, Face, let's make it happen.
By the way, man, y'all tune in to my I'm co-hosting Love and R&B, man. That's been a great experience for me. They're having me back for a second time, so you may see me on radio in the near future. But y'all can check in Sunday. Y'all can check out from 7 p.m. to 11. Jay Brown, I'm hosting Love and R&B. It's a dope talent.
Add another thing to the resume.
Yeah.
I did catch you a few nights first time around, and you smooth with it, bro. You smooth with it, man. That's a good name.
I'm trying, bro. Like, listen, no experience in radio, but it feels natural.
Yeah.
I just got to get tweak a little,
Yeah, you did a good job, man. Nobody knows the difference,
Appreciate it.
and I'm sure a lot of fans enjoyed having you as well. So,
yeah, for sure.
Hey, look, man. Jay Brown's in town. R&B is in the city tonight, live. Keystone Corner. Make sure you get your tickets. Jay, appreciate you. I'm gonna be there to check you out. Man, you already know. We getting
there. And make
sure
y'all follow me on Instagram. Jay Brown Music Only. That's the letter J. My last name Brown Music Only. Let's get it.
Let's get it.